We are part of the Fired Up Sports Network of shows. Please check out other Fired Up Sports Network podcasts like the P-Lot Pod, Water Cooler Talk, Bell Smashers, Philly Sports Love and Pain, Drunk on Broad, Beer Battered Sports, and the Fired Up Sports Show, which are available on all major podcasting hosting sites and social media. Also, check out Mark Ramos' Roundup on firedupsports.com, which breaks down the happenings going on with all your favorite local teams.
Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions.
Eagles! Swing and a miss, struck him out. The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Flyers are going to win the Stanley Cup. The Flyers win the Stanley Cup.
For the lead. Yes! Iverson, wow, what a fake off Daniels as he broke his ankles and got all the way to the cup.
Oh, God. What a week, Rich. What?
Oh, that's our open? That's our open.
What a week.
Way to bring the energy on that one,
yeah.
Don.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you're never hosting me again.
Nothing.
Fucking God. What?
I
okay.
got nothing.
I get it. Hit that jaw.
Listen,
whatever. It didn't happen. It's okay.
I will, Rich, I will tell you that a week ago Thursday was one of the wildest nights in sports for me in a long time. I mean, the only time it was bad, you know, and not for nothing, Rich, but there's been 2 times in the history of cities that have 3 or more professional sports where 3 of them lose all on the same night. The only other time that it's happened in Philadelphia in 1983.
Yeah, I mean, I could totally believe that. I'm not going against history or the facts.
You know, it was the God, it was the.
It was a very deflating night.
I mean,
it was like we got kicked in the dick, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Then found out our wives were cheating on us, and then our dog dies. Like that's like the level of disappointment, like in all 3. And it's like you couldn't help but sit there. Like I just kind of sat there and was just kind of like,
yeah. I mean,
and I'm not gonna lie, I turned the Eagles game off. I didn't even watch the end. I woke up to see the final score, and I literally went, yeah, I can see that. I can totally see that.
You know, it was, you know, in the span of 6 days, you had 3 playoff losses by the Phillies.
They stink.
You had 2 losses by the Eagles where they blow a 17-3 lead against the Broncos,
who barely beat the Jets.
And then they get boat raced by the 1-4 Giants that had lost to the Saints in the previous week.
They got boat raced by a guy that eats crayons.
You had the Flyers have had a game that they should have won in overtime, but the goal got pulled, and then they lose 40 seconds later.
Yeah, sounds very Flyers-esque.
Like you had, not for nothing, Rich, but you also had Temple football had a lead at the link against Navy with 4 minutes left, and they lose to Navy the same way that the Eagles lose to the Broncos. They score late and they're down 1, and Navy goes for 2, and they take the lead and win. Like when it's bad, when it rains, it was pouring, and
it hurt. It hurt. Put me in a bad mood the next day. I mean, mainly because I had to go to work, and it was Friday. And then I know people are going to be like, "Oh, did you watch the games?" And I'm like, I was just like, yeah, I fucking watched them.
Yeah.
But you know what? The thing is, I, I think I brought it up on the last week's show when we were talking about it. I'm like, this team's shown me nothing. Like,
Yeah.
I said it was going to be close. I said it wasn't going to be a blowout, but I didn't know we were going to get blown out. But the whole time you're sitting there and you're watching, you're just waiting for them to do something, and it never happened. And then
Yeah.
it's like more AJ Brown, disgruntled news like comes out from like whoever's putting it out there, and then
Yep.
there's more uncertainty, and then it's like we all know what needs to get done, which won't get done. I seen it today. They're showing, hey, here's George Pickens' route tree. Oh, here's Devonte Smith's, and it's like completely different. There's not even any crossing across the field. It's Brian Johnson 2.0, and we know
Yeah.
this, and it's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. Like, do not be surprised when the Eagles don't make the playoffs and we're
Ooh.
sitting there like we wasted this. And to be
Yeah.
completely honest with you, it starts with a lot of players. I couldn't be more disappointed in Jalen Carter. I know he didn't play in New York game, and I know he's hurt. I can't be more disappointed in him. I can't be more disappointed in Zach Bond, who's missing tackles and doesn't look good. I can't be more disappointed in our whole offensive line that's supposed to be all pros that can't block us.
Yeah.
It's showing
You
me
had
it's reminiscence of the last 7 games from what
20,
23,
23. Yeah,
but
you're not
it's
wrong.
happening
Like
now, and people are saying
it,
don't panic, you don't have a right to panic, they're still a good team. It's I've been in this spot before and I
they,
know what it feels like. It's just happening earlier,
yeah.
and it's bringing back those bad memories because we've seen what our stagnant offense does. We see what incapable coordinators are doing. All of a
Hmm.
sudden, we're going to have 2 fucking offensive coordinators by week 10, and he's going to flip flop each game, and it's going to be Matt Patricia and Sean fucking Desai all over again.
Yeah, it's I would tell you, Rich, that the problems are happening at the administrative level. Right.
Yeah.
We saw like the last time that Sirianni had the opportunity to pick coordinators, same thing. And he's an offensive coach.
Yeah.
He should have the ability to be able to step in and look at this from a macro level, right? Because he's he's the CEO coach, right? He's the guy who is in charge of the right, right, all of the fluff, right? But you look at this from that level and you go like, how are they not able to see essentially what everyone else sees? And that's the part that bothers me. The part like that, like when you continue to do like when you watch the game, the Chiefs Lions game, and you watch those two teams play, and you watch the types of plays that they run. This Eagles offense doesn't even look remotely close to that.
We don't even look
And,
like New England Patriots offense. We don't even
I
look
mean,
like the Jacksonville Jaguars offense.
Rich,
We don't even
I,
How does
I,
Mac fucking Jones look good with fucking nobody?
nobody, Rich. I would argue with you that I've seen more creativity out of the Saints offense
Yeah, with
than
Kellen
I've
Moore.
and with Kellen Moore, right? And with a team that has significantly less weapons.
I've seen
And
more creativity out of the Miami Dolphins and just Tua just fucking it up.
okay,
I've seen more
it's
creativity from the Seattle fucking Seahawks with Sam Darnold and one weapon in JSN than
yeah,
this whole Eagles experiment of the fucking Kevin Patullo era. And to
it's
be
awful.
completely honest with you, Howie is to blame in a lot of this because the trades he made weren't for shit. But at the end of the day, he had to miss some time. He wasn't going to be 100% for 5 years. So to me, it really
Right.
doesn't fall too much on Howie. I mean, they did fuck up with letting Isaiah Rogers go. They did fuck up, it seems, with letting Slay go. But I'm not really too sure about Slay. I think he is cooked. But but Isaiah Rodgers is more
Isaiah
damning.
Rodgers was that was and for what he signed for in Minnesota. Now I did see some reports that they did make offers to him, but apparently not comparable to what Minnesota offered him. But what he signed for in Minnesota compared to the ineptitude of what you're getting from that position, and now with the injury to Quinyon Mitchell and him being questionable,
Yeah.
and you look at the guys that are going to be available, Rich Adoree Jackson and Keely Ringo don't belong on an NFL roster.
No,
They look absolutely atrocious. And
Adoree Jackson just made so many business decisions last game. Keely Ringo. I'm going to start calling him Kellen because he don't fucking matter.
Yeah, I mean,
Ringo
Rich, and you're
hasn't
gonna
done
have
dick.
those. Yeah, and you're gonna have that group of DBs that is depleted, to be kind, going up against a pretty good wide receiver room in Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Jalen Naylor. You're gonna have Adam Thielen available. You
Bro,
could
those two guys couldn't cover Adam Thielen right now.
right, and one of those guys, like I'm scared to say it, but Carson Wentz has the potential to have a day because those guys are going to be open.
And I don't think you're wrong, Don. Like this is a game.
I don't want to say it at all.
This is the game where heads will roll, and it's going to be very ugly. Because if they do lose this game, Nick is going to double down that Patullo's doing fine, and then the locker room is lost. And then this Eagles season goes bye-bye. And then we're just watching Red Zone every week because it's going to be a sheer disappointment. It's come to the point where if they don't win convincingly, this team is broken beyond repair. And it has nothing to do with AJ Brown's cryptic tweets or what he's talking about.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with that. I don't blame AJ. I really, really don't. I blame the ineptitude of Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni is going to be the only head coach in the history of the Super Bowl to win a Super Bowl to not make the playoffs next year and get fucking fired. Because it's reminiscence of when Doug Peterson wouldn't fire the fucking wide receiver coach and then they both went.
Yeah.
It's very reminiscent of you're a loyal dog, but guess what? If it's me or you, no offense, Don, if we're in the NFL world, it's me. And Don, I would not be offended if it was you. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it at the end of the day, I'm not doing my job. Loyalty to me is amongst friends, amongst outside of the workplace. I am loyal to my buddies, whatever the fuck they do. If I hire my friend and he does a real shit fucking job, guess what? I am firing him. Chris, you got to stick around. We'll talk about that because it's injuries galore, brother. It's injuries galore.
And we're going to have our little John in order segment.
Injuries galore, my friend. But loyalty at the workplace is bullshit. When people and it's the same thing when you go for a job and they say, we're like a family here. Well, I don't want to work there because I don't work with my family. Because my family's fucked me more than anybody. So you think I want to work here with your family dynamic? It's the same bullshit that fucking Sirianni's picking up for his boy, who's been absolute dog shit all year. Can't get anything out of his star players. His offensive line looks like they're playing fucking backwards. To me,
it's bad. It's bad. It's bad on a lot of levels. Like
and Jeffrey Lurie's face. Did you see his face on Thursday? You're telling me he's going to fucking tolerate them if they lose to fucking Carson Wentz? If they lose to Carson Wentz, I'm firing the whole fucking coaching staff except Vic Fangio because there's nothing he can do. There's just a shit ton of injuries, and that's Howie's problem for not bringing in a fucking corner.
You make Fangio the interim head coach.
No, you don't even make him the interim head coach. You just say, Jalen, just do what you need to do. Because Vic won't take it. Vic won't do it. And I don't want Vic to do it.
Listen, Rich, it is like you saw them on last Thursday night get bullied. They got beat up. They got manhandled by a team whose rush defense was inept and at the bottom of the league. You had the opportunity, but
We
like
had the opportunity. We had fucking
how
31 rushing yards on the first drive, Don. Then we stopped giving Saquon the ball.
like
This is the shit we're
you
talking about. Like
right.
this is the shit that we talk about week in and week out, Don.
Yeah.
This is the thing that me and you we talk about. Something works, and then all of a sudden they go away from it,
Yeah.
and then there's no balance. And then it's one drive, all passing. One drive, all rushing. No one's in a rhythm. No holes are open. Nobody knows what the fuck that they're doing. But
Yeah.
we're supposed to sit here and take this shit and hope they figure it out. It's week fucking 7, and they
Yeah.
haven't figured it out.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with not playing in the preseason anymore, which was my fucking excuse for the past fucking 5 weeks. It has to do with the coaching sucks. They're
Yeah.
not getting the job done, and I'm sick of watching the same repetitive shit. You're
It's the
spitting on my cupcake and tell me
yeah.
it's frosting, and I know it's fucking spit. So stop doing it. Like, I'm so aggravated right now
Yeah. Yeah.
because it's not going to change. It's not going to change.
No, and it's not only is it not going to change, but it's
This is
ugly.
sponsored by THC. It'll calm me down.
Nice. I like that. Sip sip.
Sip, sip.
But it's and Rich, to go back to something you had mentioned at the very beginning, right? Like I don't think anyone would say that this team is bereft of talent. The talent individually is there, but the approach, the recipe that's being used to design ways to get these guys the ball and to get them, like, if I'm Saquon and AJ and Devontae, like, I don't blame them for the way that they're feeling, right?
No.
Because like you can have all the same guys, and not for nothing, but like the guys, like you're the word, like Landon Dickerson practiced this week, like today, so you might get him back, which would be a significant upgrade to Brett Toth and
He
Matt Pryor,
stinks.
who both stink.
Why didn't Johnson play? What happened to Johnson?
I mean,
Why
Fred
is Matt
Johnson
Pryor
is
and Bento still on the team? Like, I will take
like
anybody over them. Anyone.
like
Any fucking body.
like I would say that, like, if you end up in that spot again,
Forfeit.
as much as Fred Johnson is your swing tackle,
He becomes your guard.
Fred Johnson should become your guard.
He should be playing every single position. It doesn't matter if he practiced there. Tell him who to block and which way to push him.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and it's just to watch that game last week and to see how inept they were and to see how they were playing. To be going into week 7 knowing that they have not put together an entire game, it only goes in one direction, and it only goes to the head coach. The head coach is he is the one who
He's
is
such a smug
responsible.
fuck too, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it, dude. Like, I
Go
hated
ahead,
it
Rich.
last year.
You're about to fire. You're about to fire him into the sun.
He should have been. He's shown you absolutely nothing as a head coach.
Yeah.
You can tell it's his fucking coordinators. Kellen Moore did more for the Eagles last year than Nick Sirianni has done in his tenure. And
Yeah.
it's fucking showing.
Yeah.
Like, that's damning. We hired a fucking boob. We hired a guy who can't take over the offense or the defense, so you gave him this umbrella role that he can't manage.
Yeah.
That's like giving the fucking dumbest guy at work the regional job and saying, "Hey man, don't fuck it up. But if you do, just keep saying they're doing a good job.
All
Whatever you
right.
do, okay, bud?
Real
But
quick,
don't
Rich,
touch anything."
because Chris wants us to talk about the Sixers. Chris, if
No.
there was, if yeah, the short answer is right now, no. The long answer is Mark and I talked about them this weekend. If you go back into the podcast feed, you can find the episode where Mark and I talk about the Sixers. Go find that one.
Yeah, Chris, you can find it on Apple too. So just go on Apple and look at them.
We somehow managed to squeeze 37 minutes into the Sixers talk. But
what the hell did you guys talk about?
Oh God!
Obviously not the Sixers. So what did you talk about for 38 minutes?
I mean, it was a lot of filler, a lot of filler, a lot of like perspective outcomes, and
talked about life.
The life,
was really nice.
A little bit. But there really is nowhere to go other than to say like the answers to fixing this are simple and complicated at the same time. Mm-hmm. Simple in the fact that like you need to, one, get your guys the ball. Two, be more creative in your play calling. Yep. Three, not look like the middle school offense that is on like a sheet of loose leaf. But two, complicated because you've got a coaching staff that has shown you exactly what they are going to do. And what they're going to do is the same shit over and over and over again. And you can have all of the important people meetings. You can have all of the, we're talking behind the scenes, get right. We need to get to the bye, right? Like whatever. But like, you can't have every season where you just wait till the bye week to figure it out and then course correct. Like, you have to come out, and if it's going to be a very telltale sign, Rich, that if they come out this week after having 10 days between those two losses and this game in Minnesota on Sunday, if they come out and it looks the same, this city is going to be on fire.
I don't think it's going to be on fire. I think it's just going to get Pompeyed. It's just going to be love. I'm trying to be like so nice in how I speak, but it's just the rage fueled me. It's just not coming out. And logically, I know I'm correct because we've seen this for the whole tenure of Nick Sirianni. And then he gets cocky and so I told you so I could figure this out. It's like, no, you couldn't. Somebody else did for you, bud.
Yeah.
Like, he's the guy who literally does nothing during the group project. And he's the James Bradbury of last year. I won, but I contributed nothing to the project. Your little quibs and anecdotes, that's fantastic. But we got Buddha Hurts for that. Jalen does enough of that. But then you literally think Kevin Patullo's a good fucking hire. Like, you're spitting in my face right now. This guy has no play calling experience, and that's the guy you turn the helm over to? You see how flat his fucking offense, you see how non-existent his offense is? You have Saquon Barkley saying on the touchdown catch, that's not in our playbook. You're telling me you don't have a wheel route in your playbook for your
don't have a wheel route
player?
To your best player?
I'm going to have a heart attack this episode, because I'm so fucking angry.
Hold on, here you go. Rich should be
the coach for the Eagles. I don't want to be Chris, the thing is, I could, bro. I could. And you know what I would do? The first thing you do as a good head coach. It's what I learned in coaching when I coach Little League right now. You get people who know what they're doing, who can help you out, who you don't have to babysit.
Correct.
I have great assistant head coaches who know ball. And guess what? I don't have to tell them, hey, bud, I know you're having to catch with little Timmy, but your glove's on the wrong hand.
I.e. Fangio.
Hey, Vic, handle this. And then I go out there and look and I go, all right, who's out there? Yo, man, you want to come be offensive coordinator for this team? Like, are you thinking about leaving if we win a Super Bowl, though? Like, is that something on or do you want to, like, stay? Do you want another head coaching job? Nah, I don't. Come with me. I don't care if it's Gary Kubiak. I don't care if it's fucking
listen,
Gus Montgomery. I don't care if it's Jim Harbaugh's cousin, Bill Harbaugh.
Listen, not for nothing, Rich, but like Stefanski is a guy whose job might be on the line. Who's a guy I would bring in. Mike McDaniel is a guy whose job is probably
you could
going to
bring
get
him in,
asked
but
to
you
like.
can't bring him in till the end. That's the problem. Like the problem is this is all right. So the problem is it's next year's problem because we're not
It
going
is.
to win this year. We are going to be outcoached in every single game here on out, and it's just going to be another fucking coordinator for Hertz. It's going to be another year with a different offense because we should have backed the Brinks truck up to Kellen Moore and said, "Yo, how much are they paying you? All right, they're paying you 5 to be their head coach. We'll pay you 9 and you stay for another year. And we run this back. We'll see if there's
Yep.
better quality people out there." And I got an idea. Kellen Moore, you help pick that person.
Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck that you're the head coach over there. Like, I get it. You took this guy. That's fine. But
Yeah.
you obviously realize he left us the boobs, right? He left us the ones who were incompetent and unable to do the duties of the job.
I
He
think the
did a
key word in that
fantastic job
sentence is
fucking us.
duties.
So thank you, Kellen Moore.
That we got the duty from the booty.
It's like we got the
And
corn in
listen,
the shit. Like we didn't even get the shit. We got the
yeah.
undigested byproduct of a starch we ate while eating barbecue.
Listen,
That's what we have. We
and
have the
listen,
corn in the shit.
yeah, and not for nothing, but like the injuries are piling up, right? Because Nolan Smith's on IR. You got Zadarius Smith who
Just saying, fucking them out.
who showed up on Monday and was like, yeah, nah, I'm good.
Yo, you remember when
And
you guys wanted me to blitz only, and now I got to play 60% of the snaps? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go.
And Rich, here's the craziest thing. And I heard Ruben Frank and Dave Zingaro talking about this. He had some incentives that he was on pace to hit that would have given him like I think if he got the one that I heard was that if he got to like 6 sacks and he already had 1.5, if he got to 6, it was like an extra 400 or 500 grand.
Yeah, dude, he realized I can't do this anymore. Like
But
70%
here's
of
the other
snaps
thing.
is a lot for a guy who just literally came off of free agency and is thrust into a role. He didn't
But
expect it.
here's the other thing though. And this is the thing that worries me about it kind of confirms a lot of what we're talking about tonight. What does that say about the culture of the room that he so very easily was like, nope, I'm out?
I think it speaks, and that's the thing. Like, I think everybody is making it out to be like a
Or am
locker
I
room
overthinking
issue.
it?
I don't think it's a locker room issue. I just think it's a veteran who is called upon to do more than what he actually wanted to do. I don't think he wanted to be out there, playing first and second downs. I think he wanted to be a pass only guy and realize,
Yeah.
hey, time catches up with everybody. I mean, Amari
Well,
Cooper literally signed and then 2 days later quit and was like, all right, I'm retiring. I can't handle this anymore. I can't play the role and fulfill the shoes that I used to. So
okay.
I'm looking at it as this. I don't think the locker room's bad. I don't think it's a locker room issue where guys hate each other.
Okay.
It's just a lot of frustration because you see the ineptitude.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it's like, it's so damning because everybody's fucking down and everybody is saying something or making a reference to it, but nothing's being done. And then Nick is always smug. Oh, there's no problem with it. Oh, yeah, it's fine. Like, I hate that, dude. Like,
Yeah.
the first thing about like that I want to see is accountability. You can say, "Hey, our offensive game plan sucks right now and we need to fix it." Like own up your shit. Don't say, "No, I have complete confidence and I trust them." I mean, do you throw him under the bus? No. But you don't just say,
No,
"Oh, I have full
but
confidence in a guy" when he's shown you nothing.
but I think there's a lot of honesty that could come out of saying, hey, listen, we are not playing well and
Yeah.
we need to be better. Like you can hold the entire team accountable by saying, with the talent that we have in this locker room, we are not playing up to our own standards.
Yeah.
And we all need to be better. but like don't spin me the menagerie of what do we call it at school when the kids just ramble on word salad.
Yeah.
Don't serve me the word salad. Like give me the opportunity to say like, got you. Like cool. I can appreciate you just being like simple and honest and accountable, and I'll move on. And I'll still be upset, but I can rationalize it to say like, oh, okay, they're not trying to spin something and tell me that they're doing something that they're not. Like,
Yeah.
I get it. And when you look at again, like you're gonna get Jacorian Bennett off IR at some point. And I got to
What the
imagine
fuck has he done?
I mean, I got to imagine, Rich, that
I know.
he can't be. He can. I mean, I guess he can, but I'm gonna say he can't be worse than Keely Ringo. He can't be worse than Adoree Jackson.
I mean, theoretically, no.
No,
I don't think
right?
anybody could be as bad as that.
So here's my other question. You have some other options in the secondary in terms of the guys that are behind in the safety role. In terms of like you've got Marcus Epps who has played before, you've got Sidney Brown who has played before, you've got Mac McWilliams who's a rookie who's unproven. Is there any thought to asking Cooper DeJean to play outside until all of this shit gets sorted out?
No, because then they're just gonna pick on the fucking slot guy. They'll just move whoever it is to the slot. Like, and that's harder to cover because then you have the whole middle of the field, which Jesus Christ, who the fuck is gonna cover these guys? Like, as much as I love Makumba, he is fucking too small. Like, my man needs to hit the weight room. He's just getting fucking pushed around. He's in position a lot to make tackles, but can't fucking make them because he is so small. I'm not putting Cooper DeJean on the outside to shadow a guy and then Quignon shadowing another guy when they're just going to fucking pepper the middle of the field. Theoretically, would it work? It could. It could. But when you guys got what are you going to do? You got guys like Justin Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb who are going to run out of the slot, and then you got them against a safety with no speed and no coverage abilities. Like, fuck.
Like, I'm just at this point, I'm just kind of grasping for straws.
There's no way to fix it, Don.
I'm curious to see.
There's no way to fix it.
We are trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit at this point. Like,
they fucking really dropped the ball. They got overconfident in their abilities to find talent off the scrap heap and former guys. And guess what? Yeah, Mekhi Becton worked out, but the Kendall dude we got did not. We cut his ass. The former first round pick.
Kendall Lamb. Yeah.
Yeah, we cut him. Jacorian Bennett. He was a rookie. He's this age and he was this highly touted prospect. Well, some guys just don't pan out when they have to play talent that's equivalent or better to them.
The one, I mean,
you're missing right now. It's okay to miss, but you can't. But they also fucking missed on Tank Bigsby. Our return game is fucking atrocious.
It's awful.
And we gave up picks for that motherfucker.
I mean, you gave up 2 picks.
That's fucking terrible.
2 picks for Tank Bigsby, and he has been statistically the worst.
We have started before the 43% of the time this season on kickoffs. 43% of the time we start below the 25.
I mean, I can't remember what game it was. There was one game where they started almost every drive inside the 15.
Yeah.
On like that, and it was muffed kicks, and it was fumbling, and it's bobbling the ball, and it's it's just it's so bad. In that department, and that like that like there's the guy that they signed off the Jets practice squad who's a returner who was in their doghouse for whatever reason, like
because he fumbled a punt.
I don't know, because he give that dude it like.
I'd rather throw Xavier Gibson. Guess what? If he fumbles, who gives a fuck? Tank Bigsby's been doing it. Who cares?
Yeah,
I miss Britton Covey. Jesus Christ, I mean,
he's on your practice squad too. You might as well at least you're going to get some ball security and better field position to start the games.
If you get me past the 30 once, I'm happy.
Thank you. on defense. You get Nakobe Dean back off of injury, which
Why
obviously
was he playing special teams last week?
he wasn't on the field. Now, my thought, and we know Vic, so I know probably what I'm going to say is going to go in one ear and out the other. But what are when you look at how you look at an opportunity to get all three of them on the field? When I say three, Zach Ball, Jahad Campbell, and Nakobe Dean.
You slide fucking Jahad Campbell to edge.
Right.
And he can either blitz or drop back. Who gives a shit? And then you can kind of run like a makeshift 4-3.
Yeah. I think to me, the way that this the way that this defense is playing right now, and their inability to get pressure, especially off the edge, very, very underwhelming start from Jalix Hunt. You're not getting any kind of you're getting a little bit of production from like Moro Ojoma. Jordan Davis has been better, but
Jordan Davis has been your best defensive lineman. And that's not saying much.
The key to all of this, though, Rich, is the fact that Jalen Carter is not playing like he played last year. Last year, he was literally destroying teams.
Yeah.
And he has just not played up to that
And it's
standard.
so funny because he's killing us.
But hold on.
He did practice.
Yeah, hold on. Because I listened when you and Joe were playing, and I didn't realize, but so
beautiful thing. I like it.
Up next is a date with our boy Ginger Jesus. And like I said at the very beginning, Rich, my ultimate fear about this week
is we lose to Carson Wentz.
Not only is that we lose to Carson Wentz,
we get blown the fuck out.
But Carson Wentz looks good.
See, that is a what is that called? An oxymoron. Carson Wentz can beat us, but he can also look terrible doing it just because, I mean, let's be real. This defense is atrocious. Our offense literally just in the second half can't stay on the field for longer than 18 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the fact that Carson Wentz is going to look good. I just feel like Minnesota's a better coach team, and you're going to see a lot of Jordan Mason, who is another smash mouth, hard to tackle running back. Deja vu of Cam Scatterboo from last week. You're going to see him just fucking destroying this second level. So Reed Blankenship went from being like one of our best tacklers to what the fuck is he doing? The exciting whites my ass. The excited fucking egg whites because they're just getting fucking cooked. Fucking cooked in a hot pan, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. I've never seen fucking exciting egg whites, bro. They're fucking terrible. Cooper DeJean, yeah, he's good. Fucking Reed giving himself like this persona that like he's fucking great when he's like at best, like on different teams, serviceable and decent. Like it's funny. Like Reed holds himself in a very high standard. He's a ball hawk. Yeah, he tackles, but he is not that good. So the exciting whites, fuck them. Nah, Coop, you're cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Coop, cool.
you're going to go up against a team that has a lot of weapons, right? We talked about it at the beginning. You're talking about Jordan Mason. You're talking about a wide receiver room with Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison and Jalen Naylor and Adam Thielen. You're talking about you're going to have to cover a tight end and T.J. Hawkinson.
Mm-hmm.
And the only,
and when Carson Wentz gets pressured, he frazzles. He gets frazzled, but we can't generate pressure.
Well, this is where I was like, you need to generate pressure because we know how he plays when he's under pressure. And you've got an offensive line that is a little bit banged up. But the only way that works is if your guys play to the level that they need to dominate those guys, and you don't give Carson Wentz enough time to find those guys. But you're also talking about a coach, in, like a coach that is going to do a really good job on offense of scheming plays to take advantage of the weaknesses.
Justin Jefferson is going to be open all fucking day if Quinyon Mitchell's out. Like it's not even going to be it. If Quinyon Mitchell is out, it's not even close. And I'm being nice. If Quinyon Mitchell is out, we lose, and I'm not even kidding. 35-17. 35-17. And that's not even, I'm not even being like facetious. And it's not because Carson Wentz carves us up. It's because Jordan Mason runs for 2. They have the ball, probably get a turnover. I wouldn't doubt it's Isaiah Rodgers just jumping a bullshit route that they have fucking AJ Brown running. And then Carson Wentz just doing what he has to do and finding Justin Jefferson all fucking day.
Yeah.
And Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison's been really good. They benched Jordan Addison in the first quarter last week because he was late to a walkthrough and then came in and was just a madman.
Right.
Like they're a tough team. Like it's
Well,
one of those situations where we should win, but we talked about it last week and we talked about it the week before. They've shown us nothing that they can blow a team out or sustain a lead. They haven't shown us that yet. And until somebody fucking shows me, like with my eyes, I want to be able to see it on TV instead of what I'm being told that the Eagles are doing behind the scenes. I don't trust them. It's an organization that I've known for way too long that when they tell you something, it's really that.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit. Nick Sirianni is a king bullshitter, and Howie needs to fucking do something before this team is 4-3 on a downslide, going to play a rejuvenated Giants team again.
Yeah. Yeah, and listen, it's not going to get it's not going to get easier coming out of the bye.
Yeah.
Like coming out of the bye, you're going to face you're going to face the Packers on Monday night,
which will be a loss if they keep playing like this.
The Lions on Sunday night, you're going to play at Dallas.
Loss.
And then you play the Bears at home on Black Friday.
They just snuck one against Washington.
Right.
Like now you worry. Now this part of the schedule coming up, not worried. I am fucking terrified.
I mean,
I'm terrified.
It has the potential
to get this before, and we'll see it again.
And it has the potential to get ugly fast the way that they're playing. That even more of what scares me on offense is Brian Flores on defense. The way that he coaches, he is going to put pressure on pressure on pressure on pressure. And we've seen the way that teams are approaching this offense, right? They put 8 guys up in the box, right? The player grouping shrinks. They send 2 guys out into a route, 3 guys rush, 8 guys drop, and now you've got 8 guys, covering 3. Like it's not rocket science. Like we can all see it at home. If we can see it at home, then like I'm genuinely worried about it. It is right, and you're going up against a team that that has a lot of talent on defense.
I wish JJ McCarthy was playing.
Do you?
Yeah, because JJ McCarthy is fucking terrible. Like Carson Wentz can like at least look like competent, and JJ McCarthy is just fucking dog shit. The rollout king. At least like we might be able to get some pressure if he rolls out and accidentally trips over somebody, and Jalen Hunt is actually there. Like we might get a sack. Like Uchier and Alazari. Like what the fuck? Non-existent. Non-existent. Like guys who were playing for contracts, like from other teams, because you're obviously not getting it here. Non-existent. You're going up against a task in these wide receivers and this running back. I mean, it's scary.
Yeah.
I don't think we match up well with them at all. And I never thought I would be saying that, but look at what their wide receivers are capable of doing. Look at what our cornerbacks are capable of doing.
Yeah.
Not much into holding anybody. Lil Jordan Humphrey, just throwing that name out there. Wandell Robinson, Justin Jefferson, and Jordan Addison. Holy fuck.
Right.
It's going, and the problem is, I think it's going to be bad, and it's going to be bad. It's probably by the end of the first, you're going to be watching Red Zone if the Eagles don't come out hot. And I'm not even saying that because I want to be a Debbie Downer. It's because I've seen what this team is capable of.
Yeah.
We are shorthanded at cornerback. We are shorthanded on the defensive line. Okay. You think our, linebackers can step up and do something? Nah.
Right.
You think our defensive leaders and captains are stepping up doing anything? Nah. You think our offense is able to bail us out? Not with the fucking middle school offense we're running. And it's so predictable still. Nothing has changed. We are going into this week looking at this Minnesota matchup as a loss. As a loss?
Yeah.
That to me is beyond crazy. And I want to say talent will prevail, but man, we're getting out coached. And if Jalen's not up there just audibling and hot routing guys to doing something, we haven't used the middle of the field in 3 games. Dallas
Which we
Goddard's
haven't
a
used
dink
the
and
middle of the
dunk,
field
but
in 3 years.
we did in the first fucking game, and then we forgot all about it. Like, it's so crazy, dude. Like, it's so just disheartening. Like, I am
And Rich,
so fucking sick
even
of it.
like, and I'm going to go back to something that I talked about earlier. Watching Red Zone on Sunday, obviously, because the Birds are not playing, and seeing the types of plays that are run around the league.
It's so crazy. It's night and day.
It just further reinforced how I felt. It just solidified the fact that like they got so comfortable just being significantly more talented than everybody last year that they didn't have to run anything special. They ran probably the most vanilla offense last year and beat the brakes off of everybody because they were just that much better. Now their offensive line is not as good. Now they're not getting the production from the run game, which is leading to the lack of production in the pass game. And there's no pivot.
Nope.
And that to me is where I look and I go, if there's no pivot and there's no plan B, like after 6 weeks, like fool me once, shame on me. Fool me 6 times.
Yeah.
Forget
I mean,
about
this, depending on the outcome of the game, is my season. This is like my make it or break it point in the season. Week 7, you're recalling it right now at 8:55 on October 15th, 2025. This is my checkout point. It happens usually with the Sixers within like 3 games. The Flyers, it happens after the Stanley Cup.
Okay.
Usually when whoever wins the Stanley Cup, I check out of the Flyers for the year. I know their new season starts, but I still check out until, Stanley
all
Cup.
good.
I just can't fucking do it. But it's like same thing I was telling you before. Watching playoff hockey is so much different than watching Flyers hockey. Like the skating and everything is just so much
Rich,
better.
I would tell you that like baseball and hockey are very similar in that way.
Yeah.
The games that are played in the playoffs, in the Stanley Cup in the summer, and in the fall in Major League Baseball, they look and feel like completely different sports.
Yeah.
And like the fact that like this last round of playoffs in Major League Baseball was only a 5-game series is a travesty.
Yeah.
Like those series, those divisional series, like everything from the wild card on, the division series, the NLCS and the World Series, all that stuff should all be 7 games because the theater involved in those two are incredible.
Yeah, you can cut out 15 games from the MLB
Most
season
definitely.
to do that. But that's how I feel. Like when I compare the Flyers to other teams,
Sure.
like that's the Eagles right now. It's just they don't look clearly like any other team. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching football and enjoying red zone because I'm just enjoying watching teams get chunk plays and trying to figure out, all right, when is this going to happen for us? So,
Yeah.
we just have it on October 15th now at 8:57. This is my checkout point. If they don't show to me that they can play a win or lose, though, Don, win or lose. Like I can understand if they play a complete game and they play really well and some fucking crazy shit happens and then they lose, but they lose by 1 or it's nuts. I get that. Like
Yeah.
I'm cool with it because they're making strides, but I'm not putting myself through 2023 again. And that's for my own mental well-being and
Most
my
definitely.
own sanity. Because I don't like I've gotten to the point in my life where I don't get upset watching the game once it's over. I'm just like, whatever. It's cool.
For sure.
But it's like taking that little box, putting it in the closet, and we reopened it. We just reopened it. And
Most
I'm
definitely.
reliving that experience again. And I don't like that feeling. I don't
Yeah.
like the feeling of being deceived, being duped,
Well, and
and just
especially
being
after the
aggravated.
season, especially after the season that they had last year,
Exactly.
you kind of got the feeling like they had put all that to bed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I thought it was
So,
that reminiscence of that was gone. I thought,
yeah.
okay, we're never going to see this again, and it's like all of a sudden it's like herpes; it just pops right back up, and you're like, we can get rid of it, but it's going to linger. So what
Yeah.
does that tell you? It's Nick Sirianni's fucking problem.
Yeah.
Because you
I mean,
literally don't have a cure.
Yeah, the fingerprints
Because
are
the
the fingerprints are
infestation's
all
still
over it.
there.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Listen, Rich, let's transition to a little.
In the high-stakes world of fantasy football, the managers who obsess over stats and waiver wires are part of an elite squad known as the Fantasy Unit. These are their stories.
All right, Rich. We had a little breakthrough with Joe.
Jesus Christ, this was hilarious.
So,
and I wanted to call him out first thing on this show. I was so confused. I'm like, what? I'm sensing sass from Joe. What the fuck did we do?
Joe had my brain in a pretzel. And listen, and it comes in a week where Joe had been on the struggle bus in terms of our weekly Survivor fantasy football mashup, had a baby, suicide pool, call it what you like. We're calling it Joe in an Order. Joe won this week.
He did.
Joe's team, the team that Joe picked, ended up with 115 points. Rich, you ended up with 96.89.
Yeah, it was a rough week for me.
It was a rough week. Rich, listen, out of 7 weeks or 6 weeks, you've had only 2 weeks where you've scored under 100 points, which is pretty impressive. And you've had the season high selection of an individual position from the Minnesota defense that scored 57 points on. I don't even know what to say about it. But so
I'm going to get an award for that.
Let's go back to the beginning of the year when we decided on the rules. The rules were
very simple, mind you.
Each player is available to everybody.
Yes.
But you can only use the individual players once.
Per team.
So fast forward to I send the text out just as like a reminder. And Joe starts replying with, "Oh, well, I thought this such and such player, this
Dak
player
Prescott was already used. Oh, and so was this guy. And so was this guy. Question mark, question mark. Inquisitive face. ... It's all right, boys. I'm going to bed. Good night." And I'm like, hold the fucking phone, Joe. Like I was so like, Joe, you're not getting this, bud. And then I said it to him, and he goes,
Oh.
"Oh, it clicked. I get it now." And I'm like, is that why your teams have been so bad? Is that why you wait to put it in because you're like waiting to see who everybody else takes? I was fucking crying after he
Oh.
sent that stuff. I was crying because I'm like, Joe literally thought that nope, all of us. It's first come first serve on the guy. Like what?
And listen,
Oh,
that would be a whole different level of
hurry
this.
up and get your picks in.
But like now it does make sense now why the quarterbacks that Joe has used was Joe Flacco, Tua, Dak Prescott, Jaden Daniels, and Jake Browning,
Yeah, because we didn't use them.
and Trevor Lawrence. Because up until last week, the only repeat of that is because I used Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
And oh no, he's already been.
It's
So
like, damn, Joe.
now that Joe is fully integrated into and embraced the rules,
He's excited to use good players. He
he's
was pulling
excited to
dudes
be
out
able
of
to.
like the fucking woodwork. Like
Yeah,
some of the people that he was using already, I'm like, what? I'm like, you're really
I
saving them
mean,
for the end. If
last.
we didn't tell Joe, oh my God. By his logic, he would have been starting like in
Oh,
week 12, he would have been starting the backup to Geno Smith. And praying
it
to
would have
God
been
for
Will.
an
It would
injury.
Will Shipley. I mean, and it makes sense that in week 5, he used Miles Sandals and Ollie Gordon, who
Yeah.
combined for negative -0.2.
Yeah. And one didn't play.
Um, and like so
Yeah.
now
Thank
that
God, Joe. Thank you, Joe.
Joe has fully integrated into the system now. We're in week 7.
We are.
Rich, you and I are tied in league points with 7.
Mm-hmm.
Joe has 4.
He'll get a lot more now.
He will. I'm sure the
He's
scores will
playing
go up
possum. He's playing possum.
because Joe's team total is 529 points total. Rich, you're sitting at 698 and change,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sitting at 714. So you and I are kind of in the same
We're
neighborhood. I
neck
can
and neck.
only imagine that as Joe will probably see a steady increase to
Incline.
get
Yeah.
kind of get closer to that. Thoughts about teams thoughts about guys this week.
Oh man, like for that league, or for John in order, no, I haven't even looked because I have to see everybody I use. But I mean, it's a rough week. Like there are some guys like we're going to be forced to use this week because of injuries.
Yeah,
Because we used a lot of the star guys, or we're going to be forced to use some stars that maybe we were holding because we want to secure points and wins.
sure.
So it's a double edged sword. Do you go with like you know Kavion Johnson or whatever his name is from Tampa Bay? Do you go with Tez Johnson? Do you go with you
Yeah,
know Shavers from Buffalo? No, because he's on a bye. But like, do you go with Jalen, Jordan Addison or Jalen Naylor, like to save your Justin Jeffersons, or you just say, hey, fuck it, I want the points. Everybody's hurt. Give me Jamar
everybody.
Chase. Give me
Yeah,
whoever. Like
sure.
it's tough in that aspect because it's like, all right, we didn't even get to use some guys because they've been out on injury. Like that hurts too because if we use them early on and got the guaranteed points, and now it's a coin flip between Haskins and Kamani Vidal. Like, who do I play? Who's
Yeah,
going to get the ball this week? Who's going to have the hot hand?
right.
So it's tough to look at, and especially in the world of tight ends with Brock Bauer being out and
Yeah,
the only one being decent out of that group and healthy is McBride. So you're digging deep. I think last week I played Mason Taylor, who the Jets had negative 10 yards net passing. Um, it's tough. You
yeah.
got to look at the matchups and just pray. We do it as a PPR format, but it's so volatile. You were just hoping whoever you have catches a touchdown. Like
Like
it's not even volume at this point, it's touchdowns.
so like last week, I had Stephon Diggs. thinking that was a good play, playing the Saints in New Orleans, indoors. Well, Stephon Diggs,
terrible.
what was one of the wide receivers in New England that didn't catch a touchdown.
Yeah. And have a crazy play.
But the other guys in that wide receiver room were really productive.
Yep.
Like had really great days. So like it like you're gonna see like the Patriots, guys from the Patriots might be a good play this week going up against the Titans. I mean,
what running back do you play?
I mean, if you wanted to play Rico Dowdle this week, you could because they're going to go up against the Jets, who are horrible.
Just horrible in general.
Like, I don't know. Like they're like you can play some Chiefs, I'm sure, going up against the Raiders.
Yeah, Rashee Rice is back. You know they're gonna try to get him involved.
Yeah, you might be able to play some Packers against the Cardinals.
Yeah, coin flip on any of their wide receivers. You know, it's tough. You know, you got fucking Garrett Wilson out now. You have Mika Begbu is out now. You have CeeDee Lamb, who's still up in the air if he's playing. You know, he's back at practice. Who knows if he actually plays this week?
Sure.
And then Marvin Harrison's out with a concussion. I think we've used Amon-Ra St. Brown because we just needed some guaranteed points right away.
Yeah.
The Chargers offense does not look good. So Ladd and Quentin Johnson, you know, it's toss-ups. You can't use anybody from Oakland outside of Genty. And I think we already used them. And it's like, I'm not going for guaranteed nothing with playing them. We're looking deep on as like number 3s on other people's rosters now because we've used some names. And there's teams that I don't want to use. I don't want to pick Jacoby Myers. I don't want to pick Jared Beck or whatever the fuck his name is. Jake Beck.
Yeah.
It's hard, man. Like it's getting to the point where it's only week 7 and I'm like, I don't know. Like, have Ollie just pick names out of a hat.
Yeah, at some point it's going to get a little funky. You're going to have to like as much as we want to say like you want to play the matchups, you want to try to be as selective as possible. You want to try to optimize the matchup when you pick your guy to play a bad team that particular week. It's a complete crapshoot, and the card this week is not great. There's not a ton of great. The matchups this week are not super great outside of those couple games. So we'll see. It's an interesting week. Right, you're gonna have you got the Bills. They're off this week, but they're they lose 2 straight. They lose Monday night in Atlanta.
Great game.
Great game, but like no one in the NFL is really asserting themselves.
No, there's except the resurgence of the Chiefs.
And they're going to get Rashee Rice back healthy. But you got the Colts at 5-1. Yep. You got the Colts sitting up at the top at 5-1. You got the Steelers at 4-1. And in the West, I think that the West is gonna. It'll be interesting to see how the West plays out in the AFC with the Chiefs kind of coming back to earth, and how that plays out with the Broncos and Chargers who are playing okay-ish.
Yeah, I had high hopes for Denver, and they're not doing it.
Yeah.
And the Chargers are always frauds, so they're not doing it. They haven't had a solid performance since week 1. And then you have Jacksonville, who's like 5-1. It's like Jesus Christ. Like,
you got the Buccaneers at 5-1. In the NFC, right? And they're
beasts, just doing it without all their studs.
Yep.
Like, and I want to be like Jalen could never, but like he really couldn't because we wouldn't be able to do plays for them. Not Jalen's fault, but Jalen could not. And then it would be, well, if Baker Mayfield's getting it done and Jalen Hurts ain't getting it done, 215-610. It's like fucking
Jesus
Christ.
But the team that I will tell you, Rich, the team that looks at like as impressive as anybody else is the Lions again, right?
Yeah.
Like they lost both their coordinators, and they look like they haven't skipped a beat.
No,
And
they're fucking dangerous, man.
right, they're sitting there at 4-2, you know, and playing about as well as they possibly can.
Yeah, it's going to be a weird shakeout in a few weeks. We'll see, and we'll see what shakes out. Who are sitting in the top division? It just fucking kills me that Aaron Rodgers is going to get a free pass to the AFC
playoffs.
North. Like that's
Yeah.
I fucking can't stand him. That's all I got.
Yeah. Well, with that, Rich, you got any final thoughts before we take us home?
Final thoughts. Well, and there was a breakthrough, I believe, over in the United Kingdom. So, for those who didn't know, my mom, she passed away of Huntington's disease. But there was a breakthrough that the first treatment for a cure for Huntington's was successful. Their treatments.
Oh, get out.
So, yeah, it's pretty dope. It's not available in the U.S. But it was
Okay.
they were doing the trials over in Europe, and it was a success. So
That's
it's a terrible
fabulous.
disease, and those people who are know somebody affected or family member affected, or just anybody who's been affected by it, this is a great thing, and I know Mom would be happy.
That's
So
fabulous.
hell yeah, man! Like I'm all for it. Science is fucking crazy, dude. So hey, what do we know? But yeah, I'm very happy for that. It was awesome to read, and I know my mom's up there like sick.
That's fabulous.
Where's my fish sandwich?
Listen, I'm not even. Listen, my thought was going to be about sports. Doesn't it pales in comparison to news like that. So that's fantastic. So
Science is cool. I don't know if you know that, Don.
Science
is cool.
Listen, it's the world that I live in, and it's it's the thing that gives me hope that like for whatever people want to believe, the facts that come from science, they're there whether you believe them or not. That's up to you to decide, but like you can't say that they're not true. They're either facts or they're opinions. And when something is factually true, like you can sit there and say I don't believe it, but you saying that you don't believe it doesn't make it not true. That just makes you an idiot.
Love it. Don, I'm not even going to say you stuck around, you fucked around and found out, because they fucked around and they found out. Go Birds, baby. Drunk on
Go
Broad.
Birds.
We love you.
Go Birds.
Fuck Dallas.
The Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions.